offering to negotiate?
That's right. I'll vote against Sky.
Not interested.
Sonny, if I vote with you, it will keep ELQ from going public. Jax won't be able to mess with your interests.
You're not a man I make deals with.
You have a lot to lose.
I don't respect you, AJ. You allied yourself with Miss Chandler Quartermain, but the minute somebody dangles a carrot in front of your nose, you betray her trust.
Well, don't worry about Sky. She knows what I'm doing. So you tear up that agreement about Michael, and you have my word.
Until when? You fall off the wagon again?
AJ hasn't had a drink in a year.
AJ's sobriety is none of your business.
I lost my child because AJ's a drunk. That's not going to happen to Michael. You're not going to hurt a little kid again.
I would never hurt.
I decline the offer. I will not trade Michael for your vote or anything else.
Then you will get what you deserve.
How can you even consider voting with Sky?
Going public would be a smart move for ELQ.
And it doesn't bother you just the slightest bit that she was willing to hurt your mother?
Playing the guilt card?
Lila is the only reason that I put in with Sonny. She must be protected.
Sky would have never told Mother about your indiscretion.
You cannot believe that, Edward.
I called Sky's bluff. She threatened to tell Mother, and I called Mother into the room.
You what?
She couldn't go through with it. She wouldn't hurt Mother, and I knew that all along.
Can we move this along? Because I'm getting really tired.
Oh, let's start the voting then.
Okay, Ned forfeits his vote because he didn't show up. I have Tracy's proxy, and between Edward and me, we have enough shares to block you.
Now, if you have something else up your sleeve, now would be a good time to pull it out. Well, I vote in favor of the proposal.
I vote against.
Another vote against. I have Tracy's proxy, so I'll go ahead and vote her shares against also.
Not so fast.
And that's my final decision.
Tracy signed over her proxy to me, so I'll be voting her shares now.
How's breakfast? Good.
Don't use Shout. Use Spray and Wash. It's better because it has 50% more stain fighters.
The Get Real Challenge finale. Next, Oprah.
Previously on General Hospital.
I have a surprise for you. I'm going to show you.
Sonny will be very grateful. Well, he's a great father. The best. Okay, I'm ready to sign.
I have Tracy's proxy, so I'll...
Not so fast. Tracy signed over her proxy to me.
I sure couldn't have pulled this off without you.
You couldn't have, could you?
Voting Tracy's shares, are you?
She wants to go public? So do I.
Well, imagine that.
How did you get your hands on Tracy's proxy?
Didn't you hold those shares?
Not anymore. She signed them all over to me.
How did you even know how to find Tracy?
How do you even know about her?
Well, why not? They're two of a kind.
Thank you, Monica.
Well, you certainly did your homework.
What'd you expect?
This document is a fake.
It's signed, witnessed, and notarized.
And probably forged.
Tracy wants to get richer just like the rest of us. Once ELQ goes public, you'll
We
see
will
what...
be set up for a raid.
That's where I come in.
You gonna let this Aussie rob us blind?
If you hadn't signed over your shares to Sky,
Think of it this way. Sonny Corinthos no longer holds any power at ELQ.
So what?
My main concern here is Michael.
I'll look after my son's interest.
Is that why you signed away all rights?
Can you leave him alone?
ELQ has held this family together for years. Why should we sacrifice it? For what? For revenge? For guilt?
That would be a heartfelt plea, correct?
You know, Sky, you should really show some respect.
Nobody is sacrificing anything. This vote is tabled pending verification of this document.
Suit yourself. I hate waiting. So does Janine.
Oh, come on. Janine is out of the picture.
That's right.
Anyway, Sky would have never told Mother anything about Janine.
Never mind Janine. Lila has forgiven me for far worse, but if I lose control of ELQ, she will never get over it.
This is the part where he guilts you.
Going public with ELQ would devastate her.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Then you don't know Lila. None of you can imagine what it's like to have been married as long as Lila and I have. What hurts me hurts her. Now look, lady, she welcomed you into this family when no one else would. Mm-hmm. What did she get in return? She got threats and manipulation and betrayal. Now you think about what you're doing and you think about what it's really going to cost.
Well, let's see. You lose your base of power and so does Sonny, and we all get rich.
Where's the downside?
Why are you letting her get away with this?
She's part of your family, not mine. If she's got Tracy's proxy, what do you want me to do? Then it's out of my hands.
Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Who's ready to finish the vote? Why should we delay the vote for Ned?
Well, because he has every intention of being here.
Did Ned leave his proxy with you?
Why should he? He'll be here any minute.
Obviously, he has better things to do.
There is nothing better to do than to run this company. But you wouldn't understand that, would you, AJ? Ned does. He understands. And Jason would have. And little Michael, our future, he would have. But you gave him away, didn't you? Just like you gave away all of your shares twice. ELQ has given you a far better life than you deserve. But you can have it because you're a member of the family.
Oh, family or no. If Ned skips a meeting and doesn't deliver a proxy, then he forfeits his right to vote.
You're not afraid to play hardball. I like that.
Why are you just standing there? Do something.
This family is not my problem.
Why don't we just table the vote and find some middle ground?
It's way too late for that.
You're just gonna sit there and let this all happen, aren't you?
I will sue you through every court for years.
Bad idea, baby seller.
I have devoted my life to ELQ, and so has Lila. And you see what you people are doing? You are giving this spoiled, angry woman everything we have, and you're allowing an Aussie pirate to rob us blind. Now, I have made mistakes, all right? I have used ELQ to control my family. And I've been at work when I should have been at home. And I've expected excellence out of people who cannot deliver. But if we could just, I don't know, stick together and stall or file an injunction, something, we could drive these interlopers out of here for good.
Sky has been shut out far too long anyway.
You've held ELQ over my head my entire life. Not anymore.
What about the vote, huh? At last count, I was way ahead.
Is this what we've come to, huh? Going public with ELQ and losing everything.
You deserve to lose everything for what you did to grandmother.
Oh, Edward, now what did you do?
Mrs. Quartermain, you're looking as lovely as always.
Thank you, dear. So what has Edward done now?
Oh, it's nothing to worry about. It's just an ELQ board meeting.
Oh, some board members are just being difficult, that's all.
But we would be honored if you stayed.
Oh, dear Mr. Corinthos, how are you?
Very good. You look lovely.
Would you both stop flirting with my wife?
Do you need my assistance, dear?
Oh, no, not at all. Thank you, dear. We're nearly finished.
But you seem to be worried.
No. Don't give it a second thought. You go on upstairs if you like, and I'll join you up there soon, my dear.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you for your offering.
I told you that Sky wouldn't hurt Mother.
But stealing ELQ will hurt Lila, and you know it.
Believe it or not, I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want what's mine.
Why does it have to include ELQ?
You sold me, pretended I didn't exist for years. Well, that was a mistake. Now you're paying for it.
Shall we finish the vote?
Why bother? Without Tracy's proxy, Sonny doesn't have any power.
I do. Since when? Well, Sky, you seem to be so competent. How did you forget that I have the swing vote?
Why didn't you say something, Monica?
Why should I have to?
Would you really vote against me? Side with the man who took my son? And just once. Why can't I be the one who matters to you?
Because, AJ, you have left this family completely vulnerable.
And now, Monica, you can save us.
If I vote against Sky, the company stays as is. If I don't, Sonny loses his power, the company goes public, and will probably be raided by Jasper Jacks. Is that kind of the gist of it?
Would you side with Sonny against me?
Why not? You're siding with Sky against me.
I'm trying to do the right thing, are you?
You win.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Nice work.
You voted against me?
Sorry.
Why?
For AJ, who happens to be my son. And for Lila.
Lila would never want me to lose ELQ.
Edward, Lila is always going to be on your side. As I am trying to be on Alan's.
Thank you.
And if it weren't for Lila, I would be with Emily right now. Or I'd be anywhere but here, actually. But it was Lila that told me that I'd better stop fighting with you and start to fight for you. So I've tried everything else. Maybe this will work.
I love you. Thank you.
You know, all I've ever wanted was to give ELQ to my children, to Michael. And now that will never happen.
You could give Michael your shares.
Don't you realize they're going to be worthless, Alan? This Aussie will sell off this company piece by piece, and we'll be left with nothing.
Oh, Jax would never do that.
I have some calls to make, if you'll excuse me.
You see? That's what corporate raiders do.
Oh, grandfather, we'll be fine.
You came here to destroy my family. And you have.
No, she hasn't.
You've pitted us against one another, and you've threatened me, and you've forced me to side with an enemy. And you have stolen my life's work. I hope you are happy with your revenge, but think about what it's cost you. It certainly cost you my respect, which I realize means nothing to you. It's cost you any hope of reconciliation and any chance of love.
It hurts, doesn't it? Now you know what it feels like to lose.
Jason left here one night and came back ruined because of you. And little Michael will never grow up in this house because of you, AJ. And now this. At least Sky is going to make herself some money. What about you? You don't have any shares, and you've never earned a dime. And you managed to cut us off from Sonny Corinthos, who has our last ties to Michael. And I have nothing left to say to you.